So SQ1 has just started, everyone. Again, 12 minutes to go. Looks like Max is the first one to go out. And this is typical of Max. Again, you'll see everyone on medium tires. Hulkenberg will be second. So Max is trying to get out there early to, basically set the line in the sand. So after Verstappen, we have Hulkenberg, Zhou, Perez, Bottas, Magnussen, Gasly, Lawson are the first ones out. Tsunoda will be next. We got about a minute or so before we start seeing. So let see. So Max is on his flying lap. I got it. He's going to be he's going to set a full purple lap because he's going to be the first one to go around. He's about to overtake Colapino on his out lap. That's interesting. So Max has to deal with some traffic. He's back. So Max is coming around the last three corners of the track. Magnussen has the fastest first sector by a tenth, and Sonoda. We'll see in a moment. So Max is going to be the first one across the line, and he's going to set a time of 134.698. We saw 133s earlier, but on soft tires. So there's room here. Max will probably go around. It's a good question whether if he comes back in the pits for another fresh set of tires, or he stays out. There is enough time with 8 minutes for him to come around, put tires on, and go around for a fast lap. So Perez is setting his time with 1800ths, no 18 thousandths faster. I'm sorry, behind Max. Hulkenberg is third, 1 second behind Bottas. Magnussen going P1, 134.403. So Haas on top of the board at the moment. Perez, his lap has been deleted. Track limits on turn 9 lap on his third lap, which would have been his flying lap. Lawson goes to P3, 3 tenths behind Magnussen. So we got Sonoda P2, 2.48 behind. help the Latino cars are calling sprint quality shootout quality. I mean, it's I think it was called the shoot originally when the the quali the sorry the sprint qualifying, it was called the shootout quali. So that's how they again 2 years ago, that's how they originally uh called the quali session for again for what we call it. Over time they've come to realize, and in other racing series there is a shootout. Basically, it's a sprint shoot. There are qualifications referred to as shootouts. So Norris just went to the top of the board, 133.919. We saw a little bit more. He was fast in sector 2, sector 3. Leclerc takes the top spot now, 133.896. So Hulkenberg has come into the pits. He's currently P13. Bottas and Joe are in the pits. They should be coming back out very shortly. So far, without who have not set times right now, is Hamilton, Russell, and Stroll. Stroll is about to come across the line. He's going to go to P6. Russell is going to be the next. Going to be P4, 133. Sorry, 377. And then Hamilton is across the line, P1 at 133.800. Sorry, 840. So he has the fastest first sector. So again, we've got times on the board for everyone at this point. The five in the bottom is Ocon, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Joe, and Perez. Again, Perez technically does not have a time set because, well, he has a time set, but it's a 40 plus 43 seconds. He did have a time, a decent time, but it was deleted. So he is in a position where here he's coming around. So again, Max is coming around. So Norris is coming around. If let's see if Norris's pits, and he does not. So is Norris going on to the next question? Is Norris? Doesn't look like he's doing a flying lap. And they could be doing two laps to cool down the tires to get the tires into spec. Max is taking off at this point. Verstappen right now is P10, and he's already made improvements in Sector 1 already. So we're seeing cars coming in and out of the pits right now. Ocon is in the pits. Bottas, Joe, Perez is still out. Perez is on a new flying lap as well. So we know that Verstappen and Perez are on new flying laps. Russell Hamilton are about to cross. They're going to pit. I don't think so. They're probably going to come around. Hamilton's passing Russell after the line. Almost looked like he was going to. Leclerc and Ocon are about to come out of the pits. Verstappen on a flying lap, so is Perez. He's coming around the last corner right now. And his new time is going to be for P3, a 0.683, so less than a tenth underneath Leclerc and Hamilton's time. Perez right now in the final curves. He's had to pass Norris. He will Colpino's in front of him. Won't be an issue for him. And Perez is going to pass, set a time. P7, 134.33, 0.493. So those are the only. So everyone else right now is. We've got 2 minutes to go. So we've got Colapino, Norris, and Oscar. Sainz now going out. So the question is who's going to be the last one in line to make a flying lap? I'm probably going to assume that Perez and Verstappen may not get back around in time, or if they, well, they may be able to get back in time. If they do, they'll go for it. But in this group, Norris is definitely the first one to take off. We've got 1 minute left to go. Verstappen is around turn 15 at the moment. So Copino's about to finish a lap. And he's going to jump up to P11. So Ocon just started a flying lap. So everyone's pretty much doing a flying lap at this point. Max is coming to the pits, so he is done. But he's in P3, so that's no big deal. Sainz is P5. He's going to go for another lap. Albon's going to come around, and he needs to do a flying lap. Perez is coming around. Hulkenberg is about to pass Perez. Perez is going to pit, so Perez is going to. So Perez, so we are now done. Magnussen is now taking the flag. Magnussen's now locked in at 9. Gasly finishes his lap, and it's a 1:35. It does not improve in his time. Lawson just went up to P13. Alonso's going to come around. Alonso's had a good lap. Alonso's going to move up to P8. And Bottas and Zhou are the next two. Bottas is moving up to Russell. That was Russell moved up to P6. Bottas moved to P18, and Zhou basically is going to stay at 20. Stroll is going to move up to P8. Pushes Perez magnitude down. Leclerc coming around the line. He's going to take P1. Not moving doesn't make a big difference. From Ocon, he's going to move to 17. He's going to get eliminated. Here comes Hamilton. Hamilton's going to pit. Tsunoda makes no improvement in time, so he stays P13. Russell right now is P6. Does not improve on his time. Colapino hits, and I believe that is it at this point. So we've got Oscar. Yeah, we've got Oscar out. Arcon, Albon, Bottas, and Zhou are going to be out in Q1. That's weird. Yeah, that is Stroll just jumped up. Alonso lap time was deleted, so Alonso moves back down to 10. So lap time deleted, doesn't matter. He's in with P20 anyway. Yeah. Okay. So part of what happened is Oscar's time was deleted. At turn 19, he went wide. So that's the second to last corner before the finish line. And his time was deleted. That's what dropped him down to 16th and out. Again, Oscar, Alonso's Zhou times were deleted. That pushed Alonso back down to 10, and Zhou was already 20th. That's a big one. Oscar did not move above 16th. They're showing. Oh yeah. He went way off track. Yeah, he went way off the track. That's so Colapino got through. Yeah, Oscar did not get through. Lawson beats Sonoda for it is within about 1/100th of difference between no 2/100ths. 0.970 versus 0.999, so it's a 0.027 difference between Lawson and Sonoda. So that's things to keep an eye on right now. Colapino beat both of them 0.95 point 0.9 0.959, excuse me. And again, the elimination Gasly was P15 with a 134.865. He was a second 0.218 off of the speed. Yes, that is true. Colapino also did beat Albon. Albon goes out in Q1, and Colapino goes into Q2 with a chance to go to Q3. No, Super. That you're overloading that. You would be overloading the sprint quali in a way that is. We're setting up the race, the sprint race with this quali. Yeah, no, you're looking at F2 and F3. They do one single quali, and that sets up um, the feature race and the sprint race. So they have two races based off of that quali, and they do you know an inverse grid for I think P1 through P12 still. So again, we're about SQ2 is about to start now, and it's going to only be 10 minutes long, and they are required to use medium tires in this session as well. Hi guys, Five-Star already out? Yes, he is. His last lap time got deleted, and so he could not progress beyond 16th, which put him out. Now's a great time if you have not liked and subscribed. Now's a great time to do so. I want to thank the 2,392 who are watching right now. The 364 likes we've got so far. We're so close to 400. If you subscribe and you hit the bell, you'll get notifications when we go live. We go live again. We'll go live tomorrow for the sprint race and for the GP quali, and then on Sunday for the quali itself. And then next weekend, next Friday, we'll get our full serving of FP1, FP2, FP3, as well as quality in the race at Mexico. We will see FP1 next week will be fun because we will see rookie drivers, new drivers in machines. We already know that Pato Award, the top IndyCar driver from Arrow McLaren, will be in the F1 in an F1 car next week. So those of you who are looking forward for next Friday, next week, there's some stuff happening, and we'll probably have we will have basically again there will be more drivers than just us than Pato Award in those cars. Mexico City, we tend to see a couple more drivers showing up there. All right, so Hamilton is coming out. Hulkenberg is out. So Q2 Sprint Quality 2, Sprint Quali 2 has started. Hulkenberg and Magnussen are the first two out. Russell, and then it will probably be Hamilton after that. We saw Hamilton leave the garage. Safety car this week. We have not seen it, but it's a Aston Martin green. It's a green Aston Martin. Again, I'll go over. Oscar Piastri is out of went out in SQ1 because he went over the track because of track limits. His lap was deleted, and he ended up in just 16th. He was having a good lap too up until that moment. He left on turn 19. He's the second to last turn on the course. Plus, they did work on the track limits, and Oscar went off the track, and it's very evident on replay that he went off track as well. So, YC, you said a bunch of people are under investigation for an SQ1 incident. What exactly happened? I don't think I missed the readout. Again, there's only 10 minutes into the session. We've already gone over 8 seconds. I mean, 10 minutes in the session. Eight are still left. Hulkenberg is going to set. No, he's going around for a flying lap now. So it will be Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Russell, Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, Colapino. Why so many in the Red Bull and Aston Martin are staying in their garages? So they're going to do probably they'll come out later with a one lap wonder. Same with Alpine. I wonder if that see what happens. So no actual times have been set as of yet. We've only got people who have been able to go around the track once after leaving the pits. Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Russell, Hamilton, Norris, Sainz, and Leclerc are on their flying laps. Cole Pino is about to come around. He's at turn 19. He's about to come around to start a flying lap. So times don't matter as of yet. Hulkenberg coming around turn 19. This is a flying lap, so this will be a time lap that will count. Obviously, Hulkenberg's going to go. He's going to do a 133.994. That's a good lap. That's a fast lap. Magnussen's going to come across next. He's going to do a 133.788. So we are in the 133s already. Russell coming up next. 133.544. So it's P1 again. Hamilton coming along. He's going to take P1 as well. So he's going to be 133.3740. So we are within 2/10 of the Mercedes. Norris is going to come across the line. He's going to do a P3. So he's 2/10, just shy of 2/10. So Hamilton, Russell, Norris under 2/10. Magnussen 4/10, and Hulkenberg just above 6.25. Here comes the Ferrari. Sainz is going to be next. He's going to take P1 133.274. That is less shy of a tenth off of Hamilton's time. Leclerc is going to be P3. He is 1.118, so a tenth and 18th thousandths behind Sainz. So Sainz right now setting the time with a 133.274. Here comes Colapino. And he's going to go P7 with a 0.678. So Verstappen is now on track. He's done an outlap. Perez is out as well. We have not seen Stroll, Alonso, Lawson, Tsunoda, or Gasly come out of the pits. Very, very weird to see that 5 of the drivers are not coming out of the pits as of yet. So Verstappen is about to come across the line. He's about to start a new flying lap. We are 5 minutes to go. My stream is 5 minutes ago. See it? Oh, here we go. We're 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Again, you're listening to Racing to the YouTube channel, and this is Grash here. Hulkenberg is going to pit. He has just enough time to change tires and then go back out. And so is Magnussen. So the Haas's have pitted. See what Russell and Hamilton are going to do. We've got Russell, Hamilton, Norris in a row, and Russell is going to pit. Gasly's coming out. Gasly, this is going to be his an out lap, the first lap he's going to do. He'll have enough time to go around and then do. Norris is going to stay out on track. Tsunoda's coming out of the pits. Lawson's coming out of the pits. So we've got Lawson, Tsunoda, Gasly on an out laps. Norris doing another lap around. He is probably cooling down his tires because he hasn't improved in sector 1. So he's probably preparing his tires for a flying lap when he comes around. Russell stayed out. Alonso's coming out. He has not set a time as well. Same with Stroll. He's the only one, and he's about to come out. Max is now starting a flying lap. Looks like he's starting a flying lap. Perez has started a flying lap. That's a little odd that he's doing it now, but he's going for it right now. And he's had to deal with some traffic. Perez is about to pass Norris on track. Hamilton is coming out. Magnussen has come out. Hulkenberg has come out. Will they have enough time to get around? They should, but it is one of those. We're now at the point now. If you aren't going to come out of the pit, you may be too late to get out. So Perez right now is the only one who's on a flying lap at the moment, and he's improved in both his sector 1 and sector 2 times. Not purple, but just green. And we'll see where Perez come across the line. And Perez does a 134.224. He does not improve in his time. So Perez is on 10th. He probably may not get around to do another lap as well. Norris now crossing the line. This is definitely for his last chance. Lawson again coming across the line. Tsunoda is again, Gasly and Tsunoda have started to do laps, as well as Norris, Lawson, and Russell. So Perez at this point, we pretty much count that he is not going to make it around to do another lap. The one person in question, Gasly's on his flying lap, is Hulkenberg and Magnussen, the two that we'll see. They should get around, but we'll see. Alonso is starting a flying lap, and he's on track to take the first sector. Comes Hamilton. He's going to pit. Hamilton's going to pit. So Sainz, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc have all pitted. Magnussen starting a flying lap right now. Russell is on track. Russell is not doing a flying lap, so he's probably going to pit. So don't have to worry about him. Norris is doing a flying lap right now. So Hulkenberg, Gasly, and Hulkenberg. What is Colapino doing? So Colapino just left the pits with seconds to go. He's not going to get another lap, and I'm not sure. Are they just getting him out to get experience on the track? He's going to pass Gasly after finishing it. Gasly did a 134. Lawson does a 134 as well. So Perez has been pushed down. Lawson's pushed down. Gasly pushed Stroll. So really, the two that are in question here are basically we're looking at Stroll and Alonso at this point. Tsunoda's out there, but he's locked in his position at this point. So Alonso's going to come across. He's going to only get to 12th. He had a promising start, but it tailed off. He did 134.251. We'll see. Stroll did not improve, the 134.421. So we've got Perez, Alonso, Lawson, Gasly, and Stroll out in SQ2. That's crazy. Hulkenberg is still on a flying lap. Um, but it looks like he's slowed down now because he's now P9, doesn't have to push. S- Stroll's lap time was deleted. That doesn't really change much. He was in the elimination zone. Magazine's lap time was deleted, but he had a previous lap. His previous lap was 133.788, so he's P7. Trying to see if any other changes to the board. Again, it's Perez, Lawson, Gasly, Stroll, Alonso. The only change basically is who took which order. Uh, yeah, Sonoda kicked out Perez. That's the sister team kicking out the mothership. So here we go right now. We are now resetting for FQ3. At this point, we've got Sainz, Verstappen, Hamilton, Leclerc, Russell, Norris, Magnussen, Colapino, Hulkenberg, Tsunoda in Q3. Perez, Lawson, Gasly, Stroll, Alonso all go out in SQ2. Colapino's a new album. I'm looking at what you guys are saying right now. Trollinger said, "Big boy." Yeah. So this is not a bad start for Lawson being in 12th. It's not great. We would rather see him if he's really the person to take over. This is the Gasly. Why did Lawson's okay? So Lawson's last time was deleted. This doesn't change who got deleted. It's just the order. So it's Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Alonso, Lawson. So Alonso and Lawson do not set times. Thank everyone for who have just we just hit 500 likes. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank the 3,000 you are watching right now. Again, this is the Race Institute YouTube channel, and this is Grash. Normally this is a free practice that I'm covering with you. Today is a sprint quali for tomorrow's sprint race, which would be in SQ3. If you haven't liked and subscribed, now's a great time to do it. If you subscribe, hit the bell, that you will get notifications when we go live. So tomorrow, when we go live for sprint race and for the Grand Prix quali, you'll get notifications as well as the race on Sunday. Again, it is 5 p.m. track time. It is 5 p.m. Well, 5:03, I should say specifically. That's track time. That's also 5:03 p.m. locally for me. I am actually in the great state of Texas. Austin is the capital of Texas. I live for me. I live north in the Dallas area, which is about 3.5 hours north of Austin. 3 hours with traffic. Well, 3 hours without traffic, 3.5 hours with traffic, and maybe four, depending depending on construction. Like it's 5 a.m. in the morning here. It's 1 a.m. already in Saudi. Yeah, you guys know what it's been like for me for the past Singapore and Baku. Yeah, those are middle of the night for me. So I'll get 3 races in a row where it won't be middle of the night. That will again here Austin. The next is Mexico and then Brazil. That's our triple header in the Americas right now. Brazil will be a sprint race, and I think there's one more after. I forget which one it is. But then we also have Vegas at night, and we have Saudi is the last one. So we're in our last 6 races of the season here in F1. Grash, what can you say about the Toyota Haas partnership? So the Toyota Haas partnership is a technical partnership. So they are a sponsor of the car, and Haas gets so Toyota is on the car, and they are already on the car already. So that's one of the big things. So it's a way for Toyota to get into F1 without having to buy a team or have a works team or do crazy sponsorship. What's important about it is that it's a technical partnership. So Haas, which is already a really small team, is going to get the benefit of having a much bigger entity come on board with them to be a technical supplier. Um, part of it is that Toyota is going to be a technical supplier. So right now, Delar is one of the suppliers for Haas, and Delar is known to be relatively slow compared to everyone else. As we go on, SQ3 has started, and Russell is the first one out of the gate, and we've got Colapino coming out second. So this is the first. So we've started. It'll be about 2 minutes. Things that not happening. So the Toyota is not building an engine. So so Haas is still in the scheme. Haas is still they are a customer of Ferrari for their engine in as many parts that they can purchase. That's still the Haas philosophy. What Toyota is going to be is the technical help and supplier pieces that they're not going to get from Ferrari. So it's a very odd mix that we're going to see in Haas, and it's gonna take maybe until next season really before this really all gets going and see how this pans out. Hamilton on the radio. Oh, yeah. So Hamilton's on the radio. It's like, why are we out so early? Again, we are seeing this again a split strategy where the Mercedes are out on track and Colapino's out on track. Now, granted, for Colapino, it makes sense to him be on track. He is as for an F1 driver, this is it makes sense to get him out on track. Again, only 8 minutes in this session, and they are required to use only soft tires in this session. So Russell, Hamilton are going to come out. So Russell's going to start. Colapino is about a few seconds behind, and Hamilton is another 6 seconds behind. So the benefit is that they're going to get the track to themselves. So there's not going to be any traffic. It's going to be clear air for all 3 of these drivers, essentially. But the problem is that they are going out. There's track evolution that is in play here. Again, new surface. They're the only series in town. There's no F2, no F3, no F Academy, no Porsche Cup rubbering up the surface as well. All right, we'll keep an eye on what is happening right now. Following Russell. Russell is bouncing around a little bit. He is hitting curves. So I'm going to wonder how that's going to affect his time. And here he comes. It's in the last few corners of the track in the third section. Again, we're going to wait. Okay. So Russell's going to set the first time with a 132.845. He will have time to go around again and get his tires back into a working range before doing another push lap. Hamilton has passed Colapino on track. Colapino looks like he has spun. You guys are saying that he has spun. So Hamilton does a 133.378. He is a half a second behind Russell, though he did take the first sector. So Colapino's coming back into the pits. Ooh. Are they going to put new? They must be putting new tires on. This has got to be a quick, because he's got to get back out to set a time. Colapino has not set a time. He has done only 2 laps. He went around once, an out lap. When he did a second lap and came into the pits, did not finish the lap. So we've got Sainz, Norris, and Leclerc out on the track now. Magnussen is next. That leaves Verstappen, Hulkenberg, and Tsunoda still in the pits. This is now getting, I believe Verstappen is moving now. So Verstappen's going to be, Tsunoda is going to get out before Verstappen. So this is a dangerous game of chicken that they're playing at the moment. We're at the 2-minute, 30-minute mark. And at this point, you really need to get that car out on the track. So Verstappen's out at the 2-minute, 20-minute mark, and Hulkenberg is just behind at 2:15. So we are going to be looking at, and Colapino is going to get out 2 minutes and 8 seconds left. That he may not get around in time. So we're going to keep an eye on that. So we've got 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. At this point, what we're looking at the moment in terms of everyone's on track, except for Russell. Russell's in the pit. Russell's going to stay in the pit. See where Hamilton is. Does he go for it? No, Hamilton's pitting. So Mercedes is happy with the 132 with Russell and the 133.3 with Hamilton. So now Sainz is on a flying lap. Norris is on a flying lap. We know that we're at 115 right now. Leclerc is on a flying lap. Question is, will Colapino get around? He is coming up. He just passed turn 11 on that straight. He's got a minute to go. He's in the middle of that straight with a minute to go. Will he get around in time? So Sainz, Norris, Leclerc have started their laps. Magnussen is starting on their laps. Tsunoda is around turn 19. 45 seconds ago. Colapino is around just past turn 12, turn 13. 40 seconds ago, he's at turn 13. Tsunoda is on a flying lap. Verstappen just passed turn 19. Hulkenberg just passed turn 19. Verstappen passing 20, about to start a flying lap. 30 seconds ago, Colapino is at turn 15. Will he make it? Sainz is on his flying lap right now. Hulkenberg coming across the line. Started his flying lap with 16 seconds to go. Colapino, 13 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Colapino wheel just got across the line. So he's on his flying lap. Sainz about to finish. Sainz goes to P2. Norris coming around. Norris is having a decent lap. Norris goes to P2. So it's Russell, Norris, Sainz, Hamilton right now. Leclerc coming around, finishing his lap. He's got a good. He's going to go P2 as well. We are 2/10 off right now. Magnussen coming around. 25.3. He is. No, he's not going to. Not for pole, but he's going to move up to P8. All right, so we've got Tsunoda, Verstappen, Hulkenberg, and Colapino left on the to set a time and set. Yeah. So Tsunoda is going to go to P7. Verstappen is coming around. He has had decent lap. 5, 7. He's got good. He's going to go P1, 132.883, 0.012 faster than Russell. Here comes Hulkenberg. He's going to go P6, and Colapino did not improve in sector 1, 25 seconds, 6/10 off, and then 37.6, 3/10 off. So he's already a second off. He is probably not going to be getting. He's probably going to end up P10, and he does 1.573 off, and that's how quality for the sprint race is going to go down. For Verstappen is going to take pole, Russell second, so they're on the front row. Leclerc, Norris, P3, P4, Sainz, P5, Hulkenberg, P6, Hamilton. So that's the third row. Fourth row, Hamilton and Magnussen, P7, P8, and then the fifth row is Tsunoda, Colapino. Down the grid, we got who kicked out earlier: Perez, Gasly, Stroll, Alonso, Lawson. Q2, and then in Q1 was Oscar, P16, Ocon, Albon, Bottas, Zhou. Again, the stake taking up the last 2 spots back of the row. And that is it. Yeah, Red Bull locked in. Max with 3-place advantage over Norris already. Granted, Perez is P11 and Oscar's P16, so they're not in the points. So for a purpose of the constructors, basically Perez and Oscar kind of not in play at the moment. Perez maybe if he gets ahead of Colapino and Tsunoda and Magnussen. But again, the big player right now is going to be Mercedes with Russell and Hamilton, and Ferrari with Leclerc and Sainz. They are starting in the points for the sprint race. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Over 3,000 of you. We got over 600 likes. Thank you so much. Again, this is the Racing YouTube channel. This is Grash. I've been doing play-by-play for the sprint qualifying. Again, the story coming out of here is Max is on pole, Norris is P4, and again for that drivers' championship. Again, Russell, Hamilton P2, P7, and then Ferrari P3 with Leclerc and P5 with Sainz. I want to thank everyone who showed up today, showed up to FP1. We will be back tomorrow to cover the sprint race. That is going to be an afternoon for me, so I'll be alive, awake, and fully alert, unlike some of the times in like Singapore, which is dead of the night for me. So again, from the great state of Texas, I want to thank everyone. Good afternoon, and we'll see you tomorrow for the sprint race. Take care.
Hey everyone, just a reminder, you will be taken right now to the tomorrow's sprint race stream. So if you could please like that one, it would be really much appreciated and it really helps us out. So you'll be taken to there right now, and if you could like it before you go, that would be great. Thank you.